Hey guys, so I had planned to make a Groot tutorial from Guardians of the Galaxy. I ended up making a prosthetic mask, which is here. So yeah, I made it out of foam latex and I ended up getting so irritated with the way that it was turning out. I filmed half of it kind of as a tutorial and took lots of pictures and stuff, but I didn't like the way that it turned out, so I just stopped filming halfway through. And then I finally finished it and just posted it to my Facebook anyways, and everyone said that they really liked it, so that kind of pissed me off even more that I didn't finish making it as a tutorial. But yeah, I'll just show you guys step by step kind of what I did to make that mask and to finish my face. So all the supplies that I used were, starting with this guy here. It's one of those Alana head, I forgot what they're called, armatures I think. So I just used that to make the mask on, and then this is just clay, random clay, to make the nose so that it was not like a human nose, kind of made it flatter. I have my contacts from camoeyes.com, so solid black ones like what Groot's eyes were in the movie. The mask itself is made out of foam latex, like this part here. So I have a kit. Let me just grab this stuff. This is the foam latex. Where is this from? I got it from some special effects store in Toronto. I ordered it. And then there's all the other random stuff for the foam latex to make it foam. So pretty much what you're doing is whipping latex to have air into it so it gets a thicker texture. And it makes it feel like it's just like those masks that you get at Halloween stores and stuff. It's foam latex like that. So if I'd used regular latex, I would have had to do 100 coats to get it as thick as this is, but this was only one coat of the foam latex. Oh, for these parts here that were supposed to stick straight up, this is just an egg carton because I liked the texture of it. It was kind of very woody texture. So I just cut random pieces out of an egg carton and painted it. What else do I have? Various colors of face paint. So my black. These ones are all Ben Nye, I think. A dark brown, like chocolate brown. An even darker brown. They're all kind of mixed together. This is supposed to be an orangey brown, but it's got the other brown color on top of it. I had 2 or 3 foundation colors. These are all colors that are woody colors. This one. And this. This one's a caramel color. It's got some green mixed into it. Green. These are really, really cheap ones from, I think, the dollar store last Halloween had these. They're actually pretty good. I've got my Monster Effects palettes. So this one I just used for the moss parts that are on here. You can see the green splotchy things. So I used the green and the yellow from this one. And then I used the light yellow from this palette. These are really filthy. And the last colors I had were cream face paints, these ones here. This is another dollar store product. And then my brushes. So to put the foam onto the armature thing that I have, it's a dollar store brush because they get absolutely destroyed. So I had mixed the foam latex and then scooped it up with this and painted it on it. So that was my main brush that I used. I also used that to paint the entire thing when I painted it brown. I painted it with this. Because of how cheap the bristles are, it really gives the bristle texture to it. So you don't want to use a nice smooth brush. You want to use something that's rough so that it gets all the lines in it. This is my eyeshadow one to blend stuff out. Yeah, detail brushes here. More detail ones. This is the one that I used. I think this is a concealer brush. I use that for all the cream stuff. And then the most important brush that I used was this one. So this is for girls when they do like highlighter on their face. You're supposed to like sweep it across. This one's like absolutely mangled right now. But what I actually use this for is I got it wet and then I dipped it into the brown face paints, and when it's wet it's really separated. So when it was all wet and in the face paint, if I just like dragged it across here like that, it made all these little tiny lines that are on it to kind of give it that like wood grain feel. So that was like the easiest, fastest way to paint the whole thing with lines instead of going with a little brush and just going like that over and over and over again. So I used this a lot, and I used it for like 4 different colors and just went over and over and over this thing. Okay, so I'm going to see what pictures I have of like the steps, and then I will go back to video to like comment on what I was doing. Okay, so I did get quite a few pictures of the first few steps. So the parts that were in there was me painting the moss, so just using this brush and the face paint, you can still see the green. So I just did the combination of the green colors, and then just taking this brush, I was like stippling it on top. For the rest of the mask is, the base color was this color here. So I just painted that over the entire thing. This is upside down. And then pretty much what you're doing for the rest of it is just layering every single other color that I had here. So this green, the dark browns, all those face paints, just with this brush, just over and over again, layering every single color. So that's what it turned out like. And then when it was on my face like this, I had used the, where is it? The darkest brown that I had here, this one, the Ben Nye one. I used that and then painted in the eye holes here. And then I lined it with black, my black face paint. And then, yeah, the one thing that I think I didn't really like is that I didn't put anything on the bottom here because I was worried about it limiting my like mouth movements when I was wearing it. But I think that was the problem with mine, is that Groot's face is very like angular at the bottom, like, and my face is very round and babyish. So I think if you were to attempt this to yourself, you should probably build some sort of square jaw piece, but just don't have it connecting to this so that you can still move your mouth. So what I did is I had this on, and then I had just painted the bottom in with all those same colors just underneath to fill it in. And then I did take a bit of my like latex and just build it on the chin to kind of give it texture. Oops. And then I used this for all the stripes that were like on my chin, the lighter color. So I think that's pretty much it. So these like headpieces, they're egg carton because of the texture. So it doesn't exactly stay up when it's like glued on. So I just had, because I had my bald cap on, I just glued some of the pieces to the bald cap in a way that would make them like stand up on their own. So yeah, I look really weird right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It just takes a long time just like layering all the colors. And then any part that had like real grooves in it, I just went over with the black face paint and just kind of smudged it out. These guys here, all along the eye. And then I did the black lines down the nose to kind of like flatten the nose. Yeah, And then I just drew up from the eye too to kind of make it like angular looking. So that's pretty much it. It is a lot of freaking work to layer all the colors on it to like actually make it look like wood. And then just like building the mask itself took a long time, just like waiting for everything to dry and all that stuff, and like whipping all the latex to make it foamy enough. So yeah, it was a crazy amount of work, but I don't really like the end result. I think I would have liked it better if I had built the mouthpiece, but I'm sure anyone that attempts it, if you have like a good picture to go by, then it should turn out fine. And yeah, pretty easy materials to find too, like egg carton and liquid latex is pretty much it. So yeah, sorry I didn't get like a proper tutorial. I was so pissed last night when I was doing it because I spent so much time on it and I just like hated it at the end and I couldn't even look at it, so I was like, I'm done. I'm so done filming. But yeah, and then I think I got one picture with my contacts in, so because he has black eyes and mine are very blue, so I'll try and put that picture in too, just to show you what it looks like with the black contacts. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look, and if anyone like attempts it, I really want to see what everyone else did, so I could kind of like, if I have to do it again for Halloween, because I'm sure it's going to be one of the most like popular looks, I would like something else to go off of to know how like another makeup artist did it. So if anyone attempts it, please send me pictures so I can kind of see how it's probably supposed to look. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully my pictures and descriptions were good enough for you guys.